right, I'm out here, 2024, September 1st right now. Elk season opens tomorrow, Colorado. It is like 80 degrees midday right now. The lows maybe in the 50s at night. So I'm gonna give you my kind of my spike camp archery backpacking kit that I'm gonna run in. We also have canvas cutters to roll around the truck in, but we're having spike camps as well, so we can go do 3 or 4 day hunts. Like we're hiking tomorrow about 5 miles in. Or 3 to 5 miles, have our spike camps with us. So I'm gonna show you my pack. I guess first thing is my bow. We're on the RX8 this year. Got the stand release, not the clicker, it's the regular stand. Native Archery Traditions wrist strap, so it's always on my wrist. Easton Axis 300s with the Sevr 125s on it. Love the bow, shoots awesome. It shoots better than I do. The pack I'm running on this hunt is the Initial Ascent 5000. It is a phenomenal pack. It just holds weight better than anything I've ever held before. I love this Initial Ascent pack. So I'm running. A little rain coming down on me right now. So I'll throw it off to the side. Let's kind of break down. We'll go from the bottom of the pack up. So I've got my Tricer Elk Bags. I just put them in a, whatever this is, vacuum seal bag. Run those in the bottom of my pack. Down there on the bottom. My sleep system on this hunt is super simple. We're going to have the Kifaru SuperTarp. Me and my film guy in this thing. This is just a rad tarp. I think it weighs like 18 ounces or something stupid. Maybe a little bit more with the stakes in there, 23 or something. Put in there. At the bottom. Just a cheap pillow off Amazon. This is the Trekology. I've got like 4 of these for me and the kids. They work great. Down there, I always have a pillow with me. It just makes you sleep better. Just a ground tarp off of Amazon. I think it's like a 3 foot by 7 foot. I like to keep them wider than like 2 feet. Get a wider one. That way you're just not getting super dirty. I used to run like a Thermarest, like the Neo Air, the yellow one. I do run an extra when it's really cold. But man, I have this like 4-inch thick. It's called the Neo Air Topo Luxe. It's like a 4-inch thick by like 24-inch wide, like king bed. It's awesome. You sleep good on it. It's a little bit heavier. I think it weighs like 18 ounces. But again, to me, it's worth it. To have a good way to sleep. My pack only weighs like 30 pounds as it is, so not really worried about it. Make up for other places. I have a flex tail mattress filler. I love these things, sort of blowing them up my mouth, especially running that big old giant one. You'll be so winded. I mean, we're up at like anywhere from 8 to 10,000 foot elevation here, and this thing just makes it life easy. So that goes in there. Oh, a sleeping bag. I'm just running my Enlightened Equipment quilt. It weighs, again, I think 23 ounces. This one's a 10 degree. Someone else in the hunt's running my 20 degree. The cool thing about a quilt is I can just kick my legs out and I don't have to use the whole thing. So even though it's a real cold quilt, I find I can pretty much use it all the time. It's great. So I'll shove that guy in there in the bottom of this thing. I don't use any stuff sacks. I just kind of just shove everything in there and let it take up fill the pack up and shove it in real deep like that. Let's talk water. Water, I am running the Hardside this year. I love Nalgene's, but I also love, especially in hot weather, running a bladder, but bladders break. So I'm running this Hardside this year. And I have 2 more, just these Tricer Nalgene's. We don't sell these, I just have a bunch of them. So 2 Nalgene's and that gives me like basically a gallon of water, close to it. And then for filtering, I have the 6-liter Dramolite bag and like the 10-liter Dramolite gravity filter. The other guys, we have 1 other hunter and 1 filmer on this hunt. The one has a 4-liter Dramolite, the other guy has a 6-liter Dramolite. We can go down there if we find water, hopefully find water, and just fill up all those bags in like 30 minutes and bring them back to camp, and we have water that'll last us. I find 6 liters and have to last me like 2 days. Pretty much 3 liters a day, something around there. So that's water. That guy in there. Cooking. I just have the MiniMo Jet Boil, can of butane. That's it. Small one will last you freaking way. I've never ran out of one yet. I have got a Helinox Chair. Can't remember what these things weigh. I think it's like a pound, but these are awesome. Just when you're glassing for hours on end. I don't know, I'm pushing 40 now and I've gotten soft, so it's nice to have this around camp when you can. I also have a glassing pad too, because sometimes it's just not conducive to run that thing. It's just too steep. It doesn't really work good on mountains and stuff. I also have this Luci light. These are like 15 bucks at Walmart. It's like an inflatable light. It's like a lantern. You hang it up in your tent, and it's like you have like dome lights in your tent. It doesn't weigh anything, and they're nice. They're convenient. A lot better than having a headlamp on. Turn it on, hang it up. I always have one of those. I probably had to buy a new one. This one's lasted me 2 years, but they kind of last you like a season. But 15 bucks, it's worth it. Got a bugle tube. I don't know what Phelps calls this. Phelps, get them close. I don't know. It's just their small bugle tube. Probably not keep bugling that much. It's freaking over-the-counter elk in Colorado, so I'm just gonna be trying to find them. You bugle at night a little bit, so I've got a little bugle tube there. Doesn't take too much space. I got the Sthealthy Glassing Pad. Love this. Ryan's an awesome dude. I mean, this is literally the best glassing pad that I've ever used. Folds up tight, and it's just nice. I like supporting Ryan, so pick one of those up. Optics. I'm running on this hunt just my Kowa 554 with an Ollin Adapter on it. This is like a 15 to 45 Kowa spotter. I absolutely love these spotters. They, for what I'm doing, lightweight, does everything I need it to, confirming animals. They're big yellow school buses. They're not hard to find. So I don't need to bring a BTX or anything with me on a hunt like this, especially where we're going. We're flirting with a lot of private here, so we don't have, maybe a mile square to be finding these animals. So on my chest, I've got my EL range 8x42s. If I had NLs, I'm running NLs. I don't. I just have my EL ranges, so I have 2 rangefinders because I don't like to use these for archery. I have the Maven, I don't know what this is called, their RF.1 rangefinder. I absolutely love this thing, just always works. On my chest, I've got a Windicator, got a few calls, always got Chapstick because your lips always get chapped, so preemptive. Got a few reeds in here, and then a Glock 20 10 mil on my chest right here. Don't really need it per se. I mean, lions and black bears, I guess, but it's nice to have. Why not? Makes you feel good. Just throw my spotter on the side of the pack over here. With those optics, I'm only running a Tricer AD and LP. This is the tripod I'm going to run like 80% of the time. If I'm running 15s and down, small spotters, you can't go wrong with this. I mean, it's like 37 ounces. You don't have to run a big BP Panhead for small optics, and you don't have to run a big JC for small optics. So this is still the bread and butter for me. It's going to make most of my hunts this year. Unless I'm doing like big open country stuff, I'll get a JC and a BTX in the truck, or in the pack, or the truck. It's nice to do it. Nice to do it from the truck sometimes too. Shove that guy on the side over here. And then I've got the trekking poles, just the black diamond carbon corks. They're expensive. I mean, I think they're 200 bucks, but they're not going to break on you. I mean, hands down, probably the best trekking poles in the industry. They just do it right. They're lightweight. The locks are just bulletproof. I love these trekking poles. You have to break them. And I broke a lot of trekking poles. That's my pack. It's all my gear. I think this weighed, we're getting the lid, I guess. We're getting the lid. Show what I got in here. In the lid, I've got what I call the red bag. The red bag has pretty much everything in it that I need for a hunt. Battery charger, toilet paper, these toilet paper things, toilet tissue, happy, whatever. Money, literally mountain money. Toothbrush, toothpaste. I've got these LFGO Energy Packs, kind of like a lipper, but energy. I don't do lippers, but I do those. Multi-tool in here. I got the heavy Leatherman Wave. I think it's like 120 bucks. It's the heaviest multi-tool, but I have all the tools for it as well. So I mean, this tool will do everything I need. As a saw on it. If I need to saw ribs or saw branches, it has knives, it has tools. I have all the bits so I can, fix a bow, fix what I need to do. Goes with that. My tags go in the red bag. This is I think it's called the Outdoor Research. I don't remember what this bag's called. Something Ranella recommended years ago. They don't even make them anymore. I tried to get one the other day. Got a battery pack in here. Fire starters, a couple lighters. That's the red bag is what I call it. What else I got? I got an extra headlamp. This is my main headlamp. It's in the lid of the pack. Always keep it there. Got some butt wipes. Got my Ollin Adapter. This will be on my phone. I got to put that on. Recording right now. Got the butt wipes. I've always got butt wipes. These are the Sea to Summit ones, but I don't think any of them really matter. Probably all made in the same factory. I'm trying to journal this year. I want to record how many days I'm going to be in the field. I'm thinking I'm going to be in the field anywhere from 80 to 100 days. So I want to journal the whole thing out. So I got this little book, and it's waterproof, a little pen. And I'm just journaling every day, like a half page, what today was like, you know, the whole thing. So I can kind of keep record of that. It's kind of cool, sentimental, and it helps you remember like what happened, what you did wrong, etc. That's my top lid. Let me get to my first aid. I also keep my first aid on this side of the top lid here. Open this guy up. My first aid kit got a lot bigger this year. Still doesn't weigh barely anything at all. But I just went to Western Hunting Summit with Ryan Lampers, and they had a doctor there, and he's just talking about all these things that go wrong. And I add a bunch to my pack because I have my kids with me most of the time. On this end, I've got 2 guys with me, and you know, I don't know. Let's say someone falls and puts a Sevr through their, you know, through their leg or something, and I don't have the right stuff there. I'm never going to regret carrying a couple more ounces, having a nice kit. In there, I've got diarrhea medicine. I've got Motrin. I've got Tylenol PM, Benadryl. Those are my pills. Got a bag full of Band-Aids and all kinds of stuff there. Some steri strips and some blood clot stuff. You name it. This has got like, you know, your ointments, all that in there. This is all I used to carry, and then I upgraded this year to kind of be more legit and just be safer. Never gonna regret, you know, saving my son's life when we were out on a hunt. I got these things this year. These are like a zip tie style. They're called zip stitch. So if you get a, you know, a good cut, like one time I cut myself and I was spraying out an artery at my house, skinning a deer. If I was in the field, it would have really been bad. These things you can put on there, cut them open, cut it, and you zip tie the wound shut. So these are like, I don't know, hardcore Band-Aids. I got one of these foldable foam like braces. So if you break a bone, you could brace a guy, do that, tie him up so it's keeping braced up. Medical tape. I've got this syringe, which I never thought I would need, but it's like, you know, you put water in here and you could spray out wounds. Again, that doctor, you know. Leukotape. This is always in my pack no matter what. I can fix things with it, but I have bad feet. I always have issues. Like, I mean, I'm running sheep's feet this year. I'll show you my boots in a minute, and I haven't had blisters so bad in the last couple of years. I changed my boots. I will talk about that in a minute. But this is always there. Something goes wrong, I can tape my feet up with it. I have moleskin too, but I don't really like the moleskin. And then I've got a tourniquet. So, you know, if we do put a Sevr Broadhead into our leg, I can use a tourniquet and get them out of there, you know, and hit that button and get a helicopter back there and, you know, hopefully save our life, or, I mean, someone else's life, right? It's never you. You're never the guy that does it, right? You're always going to be safe and never going to get injured in the backcountry. So, again, it weighs nothing. Just keeping one of these little Everly stock bags here. That's pretty much my pack, all my gear. We'll talk about my clothes for this hunt. I'm going to run these 308 pants. They're new from First Light. I'll run a merino wool t-shirt. Since it's not that cold of weather, I don't need to bring a puffy or anything. I'll be running, let me see here, a merino wool long sleeve over the merino wool shirt, and then I'll run this First Light corrugate jacket. I absolutely love this jacket. It's like perfect for this weather. When it's like over 50, like you don't need to have, even the 40s with this setup, I'll be fine down there. Gloves, I always use the mechanics gloves. Just like go to the hardware store, grab some mechanics gloves. Great for bust and brush, that kind of stuff. Especially when you're having to climb out of stuff, your hands are getting so busted up. These are nice to have. I don't need cold weather gloves in this situation, so these are what I'm running. Kind of always in my pack. I'm running the the Darn Tough socks. I always bring one extra pair of these. I don't bring extra pants. I don't really bring extra underwear. It's only gonna be out. We're only gonna be doing like a 3-day hunt, 3-day backpack hunt here anyways. So I just wear the same underwear, same clothes, but extra pair of socks. I change my socks out like midday. If I'm doing a lot of hiking, I'll change my socks out. Just because my feet, like I said, I have bad feet, they sweat, etc. First Light's super light rain gear. I mean, it's raining on me right now. It's the mountains in Colorado. It's going to rain. It's not if, it's when. It will rain. And then my boots. These are the Kenetrek hard scrabbles. These are pretty much the only boots I wear is Kenetreks. They just work for me. My feet don't get blisters. My feet don't get tired. I have the sheep's feet in them this year, so we'll see how those go. I really like Caleb over there, and I've heard nothing but great things about him, so switching that up a little bit. I had some cheap insoles in there last year that helped me, so hopefully these sheep's feet make it 10 times better. That's my pack, man. That's pretty much everything in there. Like I said, I think once I put the clothes in there, I'll probably be somewhere around like 32 pounds. When I add food and water, I'll bring 3 days worth of food, just, mountain houses and cheeses and salami and stuff, some tuna fish, whatever. I'll probably run in with my bow and everything less than 50 pounds. 100% be less than 50 pounds on this hunt, getting in there. That's it, man. That's my pack breakdown for archery elk, warm weather, Colorado.